Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be talking about the TVP. Now, recently in update 9.1, this tank was also changed a bit, however, it wasn't that significant. In my opinion, the TVP is mostly neglected by a huge portion of the player base, simply because it's just too hard to use. Compared to that of a T62 or an E50M, for example, this tank is just much harder to play. Take even the T100LT. You have good DPM, great mobility, and a ricochet silhouette. In this case, we have a drum and good mobility, and players are just confused more or less on how to use this drum. At least me personally, I didn't do too well in the TVP when I did play it back in the day. And so this is simply because it was very, very hard to use, especially with 4 shells and low alpha. It was hard to put all 4 shells into use, if you know what I mean. For this tank to be effective, you need to have really good aim, because you need to make sure every single shot counts. If you're only penetrating 2 or 1 out of 4 shots, then that's seriously going to hamper your DPM, as I said many times, especially when you have a drum tank. So it's super important to have your aim on point and crisp in this tank. That's where I think a lot of players do happen to struggle, and of course you need to be in the right place at the right time and know the maps. And overall, this tank is very hard to play, especially for newer players, and therefore I wouldn't really recommend this for newer players, and that's why a lot of newer players or, average players stay away from this tank, simply because it's far too hard to play. In 9.1, it was changed a bit, so the coefficiency on the road was changed, of course. The HP pool was removed or reduced by 50. The shell type actually became AP, so that's a good thing, of course, because APCR is not that great in relation to AP. Sorry. And then, of course, the reload time of the whole clip increased by almost a second. So overall, I would say that this tank was, not really changed. It was changed for the sake of changing something, is what I'm trying to say. And overall, the gameplay is still very similar, and overall very hard. So I would really suggest more or less very experienced players to go for this tank. Overall, you need to be able to get into a position at the right time, catch the enemy off guard, put 3 or 4 shells into him, and get the hell out of there until you reloaded and, slap the enemy again. Overall, the gameplay is quite hard, and therefore, as I say, experienced players only. If you're not that great, stay away from this tank, because even for me, this was a big pain in the bum. So tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section below. And with that, Happy is out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.